Hello, my friends. The very first CAPM of the new exam is here. My student went into the exam and aced it, became a CAPM. But look at the date on the screen grab. If you look very carefully, you'll see that that date is actually the 24th of July. 24th of July. So how is that? Well, this student went into the exam thinking he would take the old test. In fact, we had almost given up hope of getting any seat for him to take the exam on the final day. But as things worked out, it just so happened he was able to get a seat. Now, when he got into the hall, what did he see? Not the CAPM exam questions based on old. He saw that these were brand new exam questions. He is now PMP certified, and I want to give a huge shout out to him. But I also want you to just be a fly on the wall to actually hear what I taught him just hours before. I taught him the entire syllabus for the new exam, and I did it in record time. I prepped him in business analysis, in Agile, in predictive, and the fundamentals. This is how our little meeting earlier unfolded. Take a short listen. For those who come on the course, they'll be able to see the entire video.
All right, so we're going to review the CAPM changes very quick. You already know about the CAPM exam, but the domains, this is new. The first domain is project management fundamentals and core concepts. So this is all about what project management is. It says in task 1, demonstrate an understanding of the various project life cycles and processes. So what they want you to do here is understand basic definitions of a project, a program, and a portfolio. So these are defined in the PMBOK Guide 7th edition. We're not so much dealing with the 6th as we were previously. This time, there has to be an understanding of this purple, orangey, blue book, 7th edition. Now you will be able to download it. It's available. It's a smaller read than the big old 6th edition, but I would suggest going a little bit more with their definitions of projects, programs, and portfolios. So that is rather important. The second thing they want you to do is demonstrate an understanding of project management planning. So you already know this quite well, all of the processes, the way the knowledge areas are formed, all that stuff, you got to know that. Demonstrating an understanding of project roles and responsibilities. This is what made me know they smuggled it into the old test. So this as well, you got to understand the roles of the PM. They're quite specific about the roles of the PM in the 7th edition. The next one is determine how to follow and execute planned strategies, communications and risks and all that stuff. And then number 5, demonstrate an understanding of common problem-solving tools and techniques. So brainstorming, focus groups, daily stand-up meetings, and things of that nature. And here I just have a list of different meetings and events listed in the 7th edition. You have backlog refinement, you have bidder conferences where sellers need their questions answered, so you set up a meeting to answer their questions, and so on and so forth. There are quite a few of them, but it's just knowing what these meetings are, at a high level. See, so that's that. This one I put in here because this helps you understand how to solve problems of any nature. So you always want to define the problem first, and then identify the root cause before generating alternatives, choosing the best alternative. Then you implement the alternative to solve the problem, and you verify that the problem has gone away, that the solution worked. So as you go through the handout, it's going to make more sense. Then we have the predictive domain 2, right? Domain 2, you already know this. This is all of that knowledge area process group stuff in even more detail. So you need to know when it is appropriate to use predictive versus agile. Do you remember that whole Stacy complexity model thing where there's an X and Y axis? It looks like this. So you got an axis that goes this way, and you got one that goes this way, and
All right, my friends. Well, there you have it. You can see us slaving away here, thinking that my student was going to have to prepare for many more days to come, but this student had been working with me for quite a while. It's just that the exam that he was thinking he was getting into on the 24th of July, he was expecting that it was going to be the old exam, but it ended up being the new exam. But because I walked through the details of my CAPM masterclass, everything from business analysis, agile, and all the areas, he was able to tackle it. And he is now a CAPM based on the new exam. So if you want to be part of this program, my friends, where I train, coach, and mentor you to do as well as he did, I want to encourage you to come on the program. Come on the wagon. Let's work together. Let's get you in ship shape to ace the exam. Here are the details. If you are getting ready for the CAPM exam from July 25th and beyond, look no further, because this is the course for you. This is called the CAPM Exam Masterclass. And when I call it a masterclass, I mean it's a masterclass. I've taught everyone from the FBI and NASA, the US Army, the Army Corps of Engineers, and the US Air Force, both at home and even abroad. If you mean business on this test, my friends, you don't want to look anywhere else. Here's why. Not only will I answer all your questions about this exam, I will also take it upon myself to guide you on how to complete the CAPM exam application form. On top of that, I am going to be giving all of my students a book that will help them understand all of the content. And all you need do is connect with me online as soon as you get into the program. Look no further. I've been doing this for over 18 years. I'm a PMP. I'm also a CAPM, taking the exam twice. I'm also a risk management professional, an Agile certified practitioner, and a scheduling management professional with a PMI. So there's really no need for you to look any further. I'll make this course interesting and engaging and valuable to you. I'll be putting a lot of content in here, like bringing my PMP guests who have gotten certified as PMPs and CAPMs. I actually have one of them who has already given lessons learned at the beginning of this whole journey. You just need to look for Brandon's video. So I'm extremely hands-on, I am very approachable, and I'm all about your success, because your success is my success. So you might wonder, what are we going to be learning in this CAPM course? Very simple. There are 4 big buckets. One is the basics of project management, so that you understand what project management is. It's all about applying knowledge and skills, tools and techniques to projects to get an end goal. And that end goal, we call it an outcome. And you're looking for the best outcome possible for your customer. The second thing we're going to get into is all about predictive project management. Predictive project management is where we can almost predict how the project will end up, because we know a lot of things before the project starts. We start off in the beginning with a solid project management plan. We spell out everything that needs to happen, when it needs to happen, how it needs to happen, who is involved, and we drive that plan all the way to the end. And that's what we call predictive project management. Now, you might hear some people incorrectly refer to it as the waterfall approach, but it's not the waterfall approach. Just call it predictive project management, like the PMI, or you could call it plan-driven project management. The third thing you're going to learn is the world of Agile. And agility is all about how you think. Agile is a mindset. It's a mindset that allows you to pivot to the ever-changing world around you. Take a look around you. The crazy pandemic. Airlines had to pivot. They put new rules in place. And we had to pivot if we wanted to get out of the United States or wherever you are. If you wanted to travel, you had to respond. Even though some of what they asked you to do, you may not have agreed with it, but you had to pivot. That's agility. Pivot or persevere. And in the world of Agile, we look at the 4 values of the Agile Manifesto as our ground to build on. And the first one just says individuals and interactions should be valued over processes and tools. The second one says a working product should be valued over comprehensive documentation. The third one says you should collaborate with your customer as opposed to be so focused on the negotiation. So we say customer collaboration is to be valued over contract negotiation. And responding to change, number 4, should be valued over following a plan. And we're not saying that there's no value in the other items, such as negotiating or following a plan or comprehensive documentation or processes and tools. Yes, there's value from that, but you should value those other things more. Individuals and interaction, working product, customer collaboration, and responding to change. And then we build on that further with an understanding of the principles of Agile. So we'll go into that when we get to the right spot. The 4th and final thing you're going to learn in this course, my friends, is business analysis. And business analysis is all about understanding what the problem is. You have a very firm understanding of the requirements. And the requirements are encapsulated in a requirement traceability matrix or some other requirements document. But there are all these fascinating ways that you can glean requirements from the customer. There's interviews, focus groups, facilitated workshops, questionnaires, surveys, prototypes, all sorts of fun stuff. You are going to be learning all that stuff from me because I've used it in the real world. I've worked for different organizations like Honeywell, like Motorola, like American Airlines. You are going to learn from my wealth of experience and how I use requirements traceability matrices, project charters, project management plans, the whole 9 yards. So I am more than equipped, my friend, to help you not just get CAPM certified, but watch this, to blow your career up to the size, the visibility, and the prominence that you deserve. So what are you waiting for? Jump on this program and let me show you how to be the best project management version of yourself.